Your story bike has arrived and you're excited to get riding. First, start by opening the box and look for a smaller brown box. Make sure you do not throw this away as it has all your tools and parts for your bike assembly. Then remove all excess packaging and carefully take out your new Story electric bike. It's 95% built, so keep watching to learn how to assemble your bike and get ready to ride. Inside the small brown box is your charger, pedals, electronic display, toolkit, paper manual, and a few extra zip ties and a reflector. Inside the toolkit, you will find a set of metric Allen wrenches, combination wrenches, and a reversible flathead and Phillips screwdriver. Not all tools will be needed for your bike assembly. Not included, you will also need a set of scissors or box cutters, as well as a press-to-valve bike pump. To get started, carefully remove all protective packaging off of the bike. First, you will attach the handlebars, but before you do so, you want to make sure the front wheel is facing forward with the brake caliper on the left side of the wheel and the brake line running along the left side of the frame. Next, carefully lift and rotate the handlebars, making sure the cables do not tangle. You will then permanently remove and discard the black rubber cover at the base of the stem. Then slide the stem into the stem cover and then slide the stem into the frame. As you do so, make sure that you have a cable on the left and the right side of the frame. Before securing the stem, you can raise or lower a few inches in either direction to your desired height. This next step is one of the most important parts to get right, and that is securing the handlebar and stem to the frame. Start by opening the latch on the adjustable stem and remove the rubber stopper. Align the neck of the stem so that it is straight in line with the front wheel. Then take the appropriate size Allen wrench from your toolkit and tighten the bolt firmly so that there can be no movement between the stem and the front wheel. Once complete, then insert the rubber stopper. The last part to setting up your handlebars is to set your preferred height and angle. Once set, close the latch on the stem until it clicks in. Then press down on the handlebars with force to make sure your handlebars do not move. If there is any movement when you press down on the handlebars, you can adjust the tightness with the micro adjuster located underneath the stem latch. Using the smallest included Allen wrench, insert it into the small hole, and to tighten, adjust towards the small plus sign, and if needed to loosen, adjust towards the minus sign. Next, we will install the LCD electronic display onto the handlebars, and you will also need the reversible flathead and Phillips screwdriver to install it. First, you will uncoil the electric cord and then unscrew the screw to open the clasp. The USB output will be facing towards you while sitting on the bike. You will then put the display unit on the left-hand side of the handlebars next to the grip. It is easiest to install with the display upside down. Close the clasp and insert and tighten the screw. Do not over-tighten the screw. It should be just loose enough to still rotate the display around so it is facing up with the buttons on the left side. To complete the installation of the display, locate the wire coming out of the left side of the frame with the green tip. Thread the wire through the cable holder and then align the small arrow on the outside of the wire with the arrow on the wire connected to the display, and then firmly connect. Included is an optional cable wrap. If you'd like to install, simply wrap it around all of the front cables securely. Moving on to the pedal installation. there is a right and a left pedal. You can identify these by the R and the L engraved on the inside of the pedal shaft. Starting with the right pedal, insert it into the crank and hand tighten, rotating clockwise towards the front of the bike. Then, take an included wrench, tighten firmly. Next, you will take the left pedal, identified with the L, insert it into the left crank, and hand tighten counterclockwise towards the front of the bike, and then take the wrench and tighten firmly. Your Story electric bike is now assembled, and we will now go through the basic setup and functions to get you riding. Starting with the seat, also known as the saddle, you can raise and lower the height by simply opening the quick release clasp on the side of the frame. Raise the seat up and down to your desired height and close the clasp. If it is still loose, you can hand tighten the nut on the other side of the quick release clasp. To power on your bike, first locate and press the silver button on the left hand side of the down tube of the frame. Push the button in and a blue light should turn on. To power on the display, press and hold the center button for 2 seconds. The display shows your time, battery level, pedal assistance level, distance, and current speed. To turn on the headlight, press and hold the top button for 2 seconds. When the headlight is on, you will see a light display on the screen. To adjust the levels of assistance, 0 through 5, you use the up and down arrows on the display. 0, there will be no assistance. Up to 5 for your maximum level of pedal assistance. To power off the headlight, press and hold the top button for 2 seconds. To power down the display, press and hold the middle button for 2 seconds until the screen turns off. You can then turn off the bike completely, pressing it in so that the button pops out and the blue light will slowly fade. Lastly, we're going to pump up the tires. Remove the black rubber cap, loosen the metal valve, then taking a Presta capable bike pump, usually the smaller of the 2 holes, attach it to the tire. Then pump up the tires to the recommended PSI listed on the sidewall of the tires. Next, remove the pump, tighten the metal valve, and lastly, put the black cap back on firmly. On the right hand side of the handlebars, you have your bell and your mechanical gears. The mechanical gears are meant to be changed while riding the bicycle. To shift to a higher gear, press the blue button in. To downshift, press the black lever. To charge your bicycle, locate the charger, and then on the right hand side of the frame, locate the charging port underneath the black flap. Then insert the charger into the frame. When the bike is charging, the light will display red. Once fully charged, it will change to green. Congratulations! Your Story electric bike is ready to ride.